Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. Today, Alex and I are diving into an important topic, how making the first step in the candidate experience frustrating can keep people out of the pipeline. Alex has an interesting story to share about a recent experience he had while trying to book a dog grooming appointment, which really ties into our main discussion. Let's get into it, Alex.
Yeah, Tyler. So I was recently driving down the road and smelled that my dog was a little stinky. I realized time for him to get a bath. So I went on to Google Maps, found a dog groomer, called, no answer, voicemail. Did that a couple times. Started realizing, okay, maybe what I need to do is just go on the website and book through the website. I go to dog groomer number one, go to the website to book times, and it's asking me to register before I can even sign up, see if they have any times available. Do that again for another site, asking me to register before they can even see there's times available. So what did I do? I just failed. I'm going to do something else. I got to figure something else out. But I think the same thing happens with candidates that maybe are looking for a job or they're frustrated where they're at. They're aware of your company. They go to your website to apply for a job, and then it asks you to register before they can submit an application. You know what? I'm not registering for this. And they bail. And I think that happens all the time. I think that essentially that little bit of resistance is enough to prevent somebody from making their way into whether it's a sales pipeline for dog grooming or applying for a new job.
That's a really relatable story, Alex. It's amazing how even a small bit of friction can make such a big impact on whether someone decides to move forward or not. So if we draw a parallel to the candidate experience, what would you say are the key learnings for business owners and HR leaders from your dog grooming saga? How can they smooth out that first step to keep talent in the pipeline?
I think that the key mistake here is that they're optimizing for the wrong thing. They have a voicemail set up because they're optimizing to keep their people washing dogs. Whereas if they were optimizing to book appointments, they would have an answering service that has access to booking and a list of Q&A, and then that booking service would book the dog.
That's a great point, Alex. It sounds like it's really about rethinking what you're optimizing for. Instead of just focusing on internal efficiencies, it's crucial to think about how to make it as easy as possible for candidates to get through that first step. So for HR leaders, that might mean investing in a more user-friendly application process or ensuring there's a way for candidates to quickly get their questions answered. How do you think businesses can identify these friction points in their own candidate processes?
I think that one of the keys is the common question: would I deal with it? And I don't know if every leader has the self-awareness that might be required for that, but I think that starting to ask the question, think about themselves in the candidate experience is the key.
Understanding the candidate experience from their own perspective can really help leaders identify those pain points. Asking themselves, would I deal with this, is a great way to start. It might even be helpful to go through the application process themselves or have someone they trust do it and report back. This way they can see firsthand where the friction is and work on eliminating it. Do you have any specific examples or suggestions on how to simplify these processes for candidates?
I think the big thing is one click to apply. You think about like Amazon nowadays, you just have buy it now and you slide your thumb and then your toothpaste is delivered on your front door the next day. Why would we make something that's like potentially a painful decision? Painful means basically set the standard for what your experience is with your favorite retailers.
That's a fantastic comparison, Alex. Just like how Amazon has simplified the buying process with one click, businesses should aim to make the job application process as seamless as possible. The less friction there is, the more likely candidates are to complete their applications. By adopting a one-click apply mentality, companies can make it easier for top talent to engage with them. So to wrap things up, the key takeaway here is to remove unnecessary friction from the first step of the candidate experience. Optimize for ease and accessibility, just like you would want in your own consumer experiences. Thanks for sharing your insights in that relatable story. Alex, any final thoughts before we close out this episode?
No, it's rapid, Tyler. Thanks.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We hope you found today's discussion helpful. Until next time, keep things simple and make it easy for those candidates to come knocking. See you in the next episode.